Good morning everyone and welcome to Cedar Run, Pennsylvania. Steve and I arrived at this campground called Pettecote Junction about yesterday afternoon, and it was about a 4-hour ride from Philadelphia, and oh my gosh you guys, that was probably the perfect time of the year to take that drive. The leaves were so beautiful. We got to see the orange and yellow and the red, and it was just such a scenic drive. So we got to the campground and we were blown away by how beautiful everything was and how cute the campground was. I'm the one in the relationship that does most of the planning for our trip, so that means I'm able to surprise Steve with some things that we're gonna do and the place that we stay at, because he doesn't always know all the details. So he thought that we were camping with a tent and sleeping bags, and I had them all packed, but little did he know we were actually glamping. So we actually are staying in a tent. It's made out of wood and canvas, and it even has a king-size bed, a coffee maker, even a little heater, which worked very well, I might say. This tent was about $85 a night, which maybe isn't so bad if you're thinking about hotels, but for camping that could be a little expensive. I feel like it was worth it just for the space that we had and the view that we had. We had a fire pit, a picnic table, all to ourselves, and perfect view of all of the trees around us, and we got to enjoy the fire at night. So today, on our second day, we are going to the PA Grand Canyon, which is about 50 minutes from where we're staying at this campground, and this was the main thing that brought us to this area. So we're gonna spend most of the day hiking and trying to get some great views. Alright, so we just got to the first stop. It's called Colton State Park, and we just hopped on a trail. We're going to walk about a mile, and we're in search of a waterfall, so let's see if we can find it. So far, lots of vistas, perfect views. It's amazing. For those of you who don't know, the PA Grand Canyon is made up of a couple state parks, separate state parks. So the first one, which we're at right now, is called the Colton State Park, and then we're gonna be heading to the second one called Leonard State Park. And both are known for their own views, their own vistas, so we're gonna try to check all of them out and see how many we can see today. Yeah, this is real stuff. Look how narrow this path is right here. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but the path kind of just zigzags all the way down until you get to the end where the creek is and hopefully a waterfall. So we just finished the trail. We just walked all the way back up. Not know all the details before going down the trail.
Very difficult.
Well, we knew it was going to be hard, but we're expecting to see a waterfall, which we did pass something. This area is going through like a drought right now. The water level was really low, so it was more of a trickle rather than a waterfall. And then we thought there was going to be a second waterfall, so we kept going and we walked all the way down, and we realized that the second waterfall is actually across the creek at the second state park that we're going to visit after this. So then we basically just walked all the way back up and back. You can see we're completely beat. So we're enjoying our trail mix and our water, and then we're gonna head to the next spot. Everyone, this is the second spot at Leonard State Park. So here you get a shot of the Grand Canyon, and this park is different because it has a platform for everyone to look at the overlook together and for everyone to look at the view. So this park is definitely more crowded than the last one we were at, and to be honest, not everyone is wearing their masks, not everyone is social distancing, so when it comes to COVID, I definitely recommend the first trail that we did. Alright, so we're finishing up with the PA Grand Canyon here. Like I said, this second park It was pretty much just one big overlook for everyone to come to, and this is definitely the more popular one. I think this is the one that everyone thinks of when they come to the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. So just be mindful of that, especially if you're coming during COVID. If you can only go to one or the other, I recommend going to the last one, Colton State Park. It just had way less people. We basically had the whole trail to ourselves, way more viewpoints to admire and look at, good spots for photos. The Leonard Harrison Park did have two trails, one of which was a continuation of the difficult trail that Steve and I did at the last park. It has a second waterfall for you to check out. We were just so tired after the last one that we couldn't push ourselves to continue the rest of the trail on this other park. But if you are coming to the second park, be sure to check that out so you can see the second waterfall and maybe compare the two trails. Okay, so now we're just gonna head back to our campground, hook up some food on the fire, and then we'll see how the rest of the night goes. So I just a much needed shower after that hike, but I just wanted to show you guys real quick one of the bathroom options at the campground. This is one of the 3 options that you have. This is the single stall where you get 1 toilet and 1 shower. It's pretty cool. The hot water works really good. You have 2 shower head options. The shower does run on quarters to conserve hot water, so remember to bring quarters. The other bathroom option is one that's also very nice and clean, and it has multiple toilets, multiple shower stalls. And then the third option is just an outhouse. So you do have 3 options. And real quick, this campground also has other options for you if you don't want to do the glamping. They have regular camping, they have cabins, and it looks like a lot of the time people park their campers here. First, seems like there's a lot of people who stay here long term. But yeah, so there's plenty of other options for you to do here. They also have bike rentals. There's a really cool bike trail. They have canoe, kayaking, I saw a volleyball net, tubing. We didn't do that this time because the water level was so low, like we mentioned when we tried to see the waterfalls, so we didn't get to do kayaking or canoeing. If you come, maybe you can do it. Okay, so me and Steve are heading home. Last night when we got back from the trail, we set up a fire, cooked some dinner, and just enjoyed our last night here. We found a cool place to eat off the highway. It's called Fry Bros Turkey Ranch. I got the turkey dinner, Steve got the turkey and waffles, and he devoured them, said they were a 10 out of 10. So if you guys are going down the highway from Cedar Run to Philadelphia, check out that place. So that's the end of our video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments or what you thought about the campground and what you thought about the PA Grand Canyon. I'll include links down below of where we stayed and everything we did. So if you're new, please subscribe, stick around, and see where we go next. Bye! Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.